Welcome to Cedar Club, Quincy's favorite local bar. A friendly corner bar with a laid-back atmosphere and affordable drinks. It's the perfect spot for a great time. With entertainment galore, including shuffleboard, golden tee, pool, foosball, and winning gaming machines. Cedar Club's latest edition is the best spot to catch your favorite game. Great drinks, great friends, and great times. Cedar Club, 20th and Cedar in Quincy. Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad. Joining me today, Chris Harsel with the Hannibal Jaycees. Welcome.
Thank you.
Well, I know that you kind of drew the short straw because there were some last minute scheduling conflicts. So thank you for joining me. I think this is going to be a really fun conversation. Okay, so of course we're talking about, when we're talking about Hannibal, one thing that is synonymous with it is the National Tom Sawyer Days, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and this is a big year because how many years has this been going strong?
This will be our 70th annual.
70th.
Yeah.
I mean, longevity in events is, of course, I mean, it happens sometimes, but 70 years is pretty outstanding.
It's been a lot of people, a lot of years, and a lot of dedication to keep it going and
a lot of effort.
See it evolve.
Yeah, so we talked about the Jaycees, and of course, National Tom Sawyer Days is organized and put on by the Jaycees, but it takes a lot of other people to make something like this happen, right?
It's a whole community effort in Hannibal. I mean, the Hannibal Y Men's Club does mud volleyball, and that's a big part of what goes on. The Kiwanis Club does arts and crafts in Central Park, so it's a lot of people doing a lot of work.
All hands on deck.
Absolutely.
It's definitely a community event, and it's so much fun. I mean, we try to go every year, at least one day, because it's a long weekend of events and things to do for all ages, right?
Correct. It'll encompass most of a week, but a lot of it will happen around the 4th of July, obviously. But we'll start the first few things the weekend before. Okay, so it starts the end of June and then rolls through. So it's like a week? By the time we get all said and done, it'll be a little over a week.
Holy moly. Yeah, that's incredible. And I know, so I've been to the mud volleyball, which I highly recommend. It's incredible, the stamina you have to play that. I've never even stepped foot in the mud pit, but just watching those guys, I'm like, I'm worn out. It's incredible to see.
I know a lot of people do it. It's kind of like a towny thing, I would say.
Tradition. It's like tradition,
Yeah, there's, I don't know, I'm too old to do something like that.
I doubt it, Chris, come on. But then there are other events, like the fence painting, which of course is,
Fence painting is kind of our signature event, looking forward to another year of that. That's kind of what started the whole thing 70 years ago. So those dates will happen the 5th and 6th. Okay. And we break it up into 2 days because we do a Pee-wee contest for little kids.
Oh, okay.
The traditional contest is for boys 10 to 13, but we do a local contest, which is Hannibal residents. We do a state contest for Missouri.
Really?
And then we do the national contest. And then we mix in a couple fun ones too, like an over 30.
So it gets competitive?
It can,
yeah. That is hilarious. I didn't know it was like, so I could go out and paint a fence?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I can't do it. Let's be real.
I've done it. We did
easier than mud volleyball?
Absolutely,
Okay.
And a lot shorter.
Right?
You just got to run down there and paint it and come back.
There you go. And then, of course, great food. You mentioned arts and crafts, but it all does it culminate into the concert? Is that kind of like the big event, or when does that happen?
We try to provide entertainment every night to some degree. Okay. But for probably the last 10 years, we've been doing a national act. Okay. And it'll be Saturday, June 28th, I'm sorry. Okay. Chase Beckham and Brian Martin will be headlining at Tanier Gardens that night.
Big names. Well, you guys always tend to get pretty big names.
Yeah, it started, this will probably be, I think 2014 was the first one. We had Josh Thompson, and we've had... I'm drawing blanks.
Yeah, that's right. But I know you've had some big
We've had John Party.
Yes.
That was a big one, so yeah.
So that kicks it off then? I thought maybe, okay.
It's going to kind of kick off because usually our thought process behind that is once Tom Sawyer Days gets kicked off, parking and just the logistics of trying to get down there and put all this on, it's a little easier if we do a big show with that many people coming in.
Yeah, to start
the weekend before. And
yeah.
then we bring in the carnival and set
yeah.
everything else up.
Yeah. So games, arts and crafts, live music, big names, to kick it off. Fence painting. Of course, you have vendors and such that are out and about.
Yeah, we always bring in some food vendors. We've got guys that have been with us as long as I've been around, 20, 30 plus years. So you get your corn dog fix and funnel cake.
Heck yeah.
And I think this year we're going to open it up and allow some more other types of vendors that aren't necessarily food.
Really?
So, people that maybe selling some different items and stuff.
Yeah.
So we've got some space, so they're going to open it up. So that stuff will be in and around Tanier Gardens.
Cool. So speaking of logistics, I know that downtown Hannibal is the place to be, but there are specific areas, like you mentioned, the pavilion, the Wyman's Pavilion for the mud volleyball. And then the carnival, if I remember right, is kind of set down closer to the river. Is that right?
The carnival will be next to Tanier Gardens or the Jaycees lot.
There you go.
Where the concerts and stuff are out. Typically, we own a lot to the north of Tanier Gardens. A lot of it will set up there, and it'll kind of flow into the street and down South Main Street towards the levee.
Yeah. So
you kind of got the north end, mud volleyball, and you can go to Central Park in the middle, and then work your way south down to where the Jaycees are.
Yeah, it spans the whole lot, right? It's a great event.
All of downtown
is
hopping. Yeah.
It's great, yeah, and it's always so busy, and it's so good to see, because all of the shops lined up on Main Street, they're getting,
it's a big weekend for the downtown merchants. So.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, very cool. National Tom Sawyer Days. Did I miss anything big? I don't want to cut anything off.
Really, the other big thing is the parade. That is always on the morning of the 4th of July. The parade is
pretty incredible.
Yeah, I'm amazed at how many people show up for that.
Really?
It'll be packed and
That's awesome. Yeah, I forget about the parade. I don't know that I've ever been. I'll have to make that. I'll have to make it a point to get there for that.
Get there early.
Yeah, get your seat early.
It'll be lined up all Broadway. And
really? That's awesome.
It's
Yeah.
It's quite the ordeal. And
yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, a National Tom Sawyer Days as a whole is quite the ordeal. It's incredible that it's 70 years strong. There's a host of other things that we haven't even touched on because every day is full of activities. I'm sure there's a schedule somewhere that people can locate.
Yeah, absolutely. You can check out the Jaycees Facebook page, which is just Hannibal Jaycees, or you can go to our website, which is hannibaljaycees.org.
Okay.
And the schedule will be there, ticket information.
Yeah.
And we share, obviously, the complete schedule with everybody else's mud volleyball and arts and crafts. So
all the 411. Yeah.
Everybody's information should be on the website. If not now, it should be fairly soon as it comes in. But.
Awesome. Well, get ready. The end of June will be here before you know it, and that is going to kick off National Tom Sawyer Days, 70th year of fun, and more fun, entertainment, good food, good people. It takes a whole community, and the community definitely shows up, and that's, Quincy and Hannibal and beyond, and it's so fun that y'all work so hard to pull this together, and I appreciate it. I know the rest of our community appreciates it, and really looking forward to it this year, especially that parade. I got to get out there to see that.
Should be a good time.
Thank you so much, Chris.
You
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Coming up next, DOB and I sit down to talk about a new scam study. Stay tuned.
Welcome out to Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer and it feels so right. I'll meet you out on Broadway underneath Shamrock Light. We're gonna have a good time on the patio tonight. There's a party down at Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer on a champagne night. We're feeling all alone and you got no place to go. So come down here and drink a beer on Kelly's patio. Kelly's a fun place to eat and drink. 2902 Broadway.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be. Before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan-favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center. Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
The Tower, a great place to meet and eat. But did you know the Tower has one of the finest drink selections in our area? Along with its incredible Mexican menu, the Tower specializes in tequilas for every taste. Names like Patron, Cabo Wabo, and Hornitos. And don't forget the margaritas. On Mondays and Tuesdays, stop by and pick up a single topping pizza and get Tower margaritas to go. Enjoy the Tower at home or in our dining room, bar area, or the Tower's signature climate-controlled porch. The Tower Pizza and Mexican in Quincy.
And welcome back. Joining me now, my pal D.O.B. What's up, Don O'Brien with the Better Business Bureau.
We're talking about a scam study today.
Scam study. I said when I was pitching to this segment, I thought maybe I said spam study. So if I did, I apologize.
That's okay.
Okay, cool. Anyway, scam study. Hot off the presses.
Hot off the presses. We just released this Wednesday, and it's about identity theft.
Okay.
And we've talked about that. It's really anything. Anytime you and I talk about things, there's always going to be some type of identity theft wrinkle to it.
Right.
So this was done by we have a group of 5 BBBs that get together, and we fund an international investigator.
Okay.
Who's based out of New York City, and he does these 30,000 feet looks. So I work as an investigator here for our region, but I'm on the ground looking for people in our area where this person looks at overall stats, and he looked at our scam tracker and other data sources, and our scam tracker is showing an increase year over year in identity theft reports.
Yeah, sure.
Which makes a lot of sense because you and I talk about them all the time.
Yeah.
So, we're just seeing how the name of it is AI Tools and Dark Web Power Identity Theft. BBB study shows putting bank accounts, social security numbers at risk.
Yeah.
We talk about that all the time. So this is just another way for us to try to remind folks to keep that information. If you're a poker player, keep it close to your vest.
That's right.
Close to the chest, because we find that the key findings of this study, identity and information theft are part of nearly every other scam. And it's nearly impossible to keep all your sensitive information safe. So, we know that you hear about these data breaches all the time. And sometimes you may receive something in the mail that says, oh, this is Corporation XYZ. We have your data, and it was compromised.
Yes.
So now they will reach out, and they have to, by law, let you know your data has been compromised. And then they often will give you an opportunity to have some type of ID theft protection.
Yeah.
They'll give you a 12 or 24 month free subscription to that.
Do you have to opt into that? Because I've had 3 of these delivered to my home.
You have to opt into them. Now, what I tell people, though, is that while that first introductory 12, 24 months, whatever they're going to give you, is free, there may be charges after that.
Ugh.
So it's
like an auto...
Exactly, an auto renew.
Yeah.
So it's something that you really have to look into. Those are legitimate mailers you get. I've received several of them. I would think that anybody who's watching this has received those. And I do get calls from people at my office here saying, hey, is this legitimate? They're saying my information has been compromised. And I'll take a quick look and I'll say, yeah, this is legitimate. But just know that if you're going to take advantage of those ID theft protection services, which are legitimate, you're getting them for free now, and 2 years from now, or whenever your introduction.
After you've forgotten that you did this.
Correct.
Yeah.
You need to put that reminder on your phone to say, hey, in April of 2027, make sure that I cancel this if I don't want it, because they're going to start charging you.
Right.
So There's those types of things. So again, you've got our information is floating on the dark web. I've done this interview now a couple times, and one of the folks says, well, "How do you get onto the dark web?"
You don't want to know.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I honestly don't know, but you don't want to know.
I don't know, and I don't want to go there, but that's where all the bad stuff is, and including our information. So probably the easiest thing that you can do to kind of protect yourself from identity theft would be put a credit freeze. Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, those are the 3 credit reporting agencies. If you're not in the market to buy a house, buy a phone, buy a car, whatever that might be, if you're just going along in life right now and don't need to have your credit checked, put that freeze on there. Lock it down. You can easily do that by reaching out to those 3 agencies. Now, I will say that you have to give them your Social Security number. They don't look you up as Ashley Conrad.
Right.
They look you up as 8675309.
Right.
Or whatever your,
That'd be cool.
8675309.
That's it. I wish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
Of course I do.
Okay.
8675309.
There you go. Whatever your number is, Jenny.
Yeah.
How can I call you? Yes. You have to give me your number.
Well, we really just fell off track there.
Right?
Listen, okay.
I know. I threw Tommy and the Two Tones.
Huh?
Tommy and the Two Tones.
Yes.
I threw. They took us off track.
Yeah, I love it.
But you need to give them that number, and a lot of people are wary about giving that number out because we pound into people, don't give that number. Well, we don't pound into enough people not to give that number out, or else they wouldn't be able to do what they do. So. That's a great way to do it. It doesn't cost you anything. And let's say you do freeze your credit, and 2 years from now, you're at a car dealership, and you're like, oh, I want to buy that car. But they'll say, well, wait a minute, Ashley, your credit's frozen. We can't run a check on you. You can easily call them. They can unfreeze it, and then they can do a thaw for 72 hours, and then they can refreeze it after that.
Gotcha.
So, there's that's a free thing that's in our toolbox. We suggest that you also, in order to avoid some identity theft pitfalls, is to make sure you monitor your accounts, your checking, your savings, also your credit reports. Make sure some things aren't popping up on there that you don't already know. And again, to do those same type of things to get that credit report, you need to give your Social Security number out. But the difference is you're the one making that request. Somebody's not coming to you and saying, Ashley, give me your credit card number, or you give me your Social Security number, and we'll run this credit report for you.
Right.
So. So just a couple things. We do these international investigation studies once a quarter, and this is what we're talking about now. So
and identity theft comes, of course, through, Social Security, people stealing your information, but also making sure that your information is safe when you get those random toll texts where you're clicking on things, and all the things is all in an effort to take some information from you, maybe not even necessarily monetarily, but your information can then be sold. So it's all the things. I just talked to my girlfriend last night about the sheriff that called her that wanted her to go get an FDIC insured gift card to avoid going to jail for a warrant.
That doesn't happen.
Right. They do not call you, right? They'll come to your door if you're really in trouble. That right? Yeah.
They'll give you a subpoena, and they'll arrest you.
And then the IRS will not call you and request gift cards.
No.
If anybody's requesting any kind of gift card, keep it, call it in to the BBB. Check the spam tracker.
Go to
scam tracker.
Or the spam tracker. You did it again.
Listen,
the scam tracker. Yes, bbb.org/scam tracker. You can go there. I don't know where the spam tracker is.
I don't either.
But the scam tracker of the BBB. Maybe we need a spam tracker BBB
I feel like I need one today because I'm just full of spam. I guess it's like Anyway, but
keep yourself safe out there.
Yes.
Because there are nefarious individuals out there wanting to get your information, so that way they can take advantage of you.
Yeah, and where can the study be found?
You can go this thing. We just scraped the top of the surface. You can go deep into the weeds. Go to bbb.org, look it up there, and you can read all about this report.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, not that you want to know that there is this kind of crap going on out there, but it's always better to be aware.
Yeah,
right?
without a doubt.
Yeah. Thank you so much,
Thanks
Don
for
O'Brien.
having
And we'll have to call Jenny after this. That was so funny. It took me right off track. Didn't take long, but all right. I think that does it for today's Daily Muddy. We'll catch you back here tomorrow for Club Muddy. See you then.